Welcome to Slipstream Racing. I'm going to do a quick guide to setting up the controls on Assetto Corsa Competizione on PS5, as well as give you a tip on audio to help you become an ACC champion. So let's get into it. On the main menu, jump over to Options and then head to Controls. Now if you're trying to play this using a dual shock controller, you're going to struggle. You really need to get yourself a wheel. I spent almost 2 hours trying to drive with the controller and almost threw it into the TV. I mean, if you're gonna drive, drive. You don't need a direct drive or aluminium sim rig to get into it, but you do need to get a wheel. You know, to get wheelie good. So on the bottom left of the screen, you can see that it has recognized my wheel. By default, the game has set up some of the controls, but we need to change a few things to make it just right. The gain is the force feedback, and I like to set this at 95%. I leave the minimum force to 0 so you can really feel any understeer. I set the road effects down to 5% so that you can get a feel for the track, but it doesn't muddy the car feedback. Now the most important, and you must set it properly, is the degrees. GT3 cars in real life have a different number of degrees of steering to get full lock, and the same is true in the game. To make sure when you go around a hairpin your real world steering wheel movement is the same as the game, you need to adjust the degrees. And it changes for each car. So here's a cheat sheet of all the cars in the game currently and the degrees that you need to set the wheel to. You can double check, but I'm pretty sure I got it right. Let me know in the comments below if I haven't. Now, just remember, change car, change the degrees and controls, otherwise you'll be oversteering through the S's or understeering around a hairpin. So to double check, when you're in the car and you're in the pits ready to drive, change the view so that you can see the virtual driver's hands and turn your wheel 90 degrees. Make sure that the virtual driver has the same movement. If it's wrong, return to the garage, jump into the options, controls, and adjust the degrees, and go back and repeat until you match it up.